And we're back. We're back to even strength there and we're happy as ever. Today we're gonna make oxtail white rice. Summertime outside, got my sunglasses on. I'm excited to start summer with you with some oxtail white rice and some flu. What is flu, you ask? Fanciness. We're gonna touch it up, make some pepper sauce that looks like caviar. We're gonna do some fancy stuff today, so stay tuned. First, the intro.
My name is Chefling. I am a Trinidadian born and proudly Canadian chef. I fought through the flames and trained for years, also I can share my passion for cooking with you. Follow my culinary journey, share your thoughts, and let's get creative in the kitchen together. Let me go.
Alright, and we're back. Guys, thank you very much for joining me today. I cannot wait to start this oxtail, but first, you can actually, this is one of the dishes that we have on our meal plan delivery. You can order up to 5 to 7 meals delivered right to your house, and I'm very excited to say that we are doing great with that. So please join the team, join the family, and order. If not, subscribe and like. First, let's season our oxtail. Here we go. We have our oxtail here. And we're going to season it with some soy sauce, what I've done first before we get into it, I've actually cleaned this oxtail with some vinegar. That is an extra step I like to do, number one. Now let's put some onion powder, garlic powder, alright, and salt. Some all-purpose oxtail seasoning, which is pretty much paprika and some other stuff. Some garlic. Let's use all of that, why not? Onions. You want to use quite a bit of onion. Here we have 2 onions, we're putting all of that in there. Bam. We're going to use some Jamaican allspice. Let's grind this guy up. Push this to the side. And use some... get some of these allspice in here and crush them up. Now summer's here. What are you excited about? Let me know in the comments below. Alright. Joking. Alright, so let's go. We have the allspice ground up here. Let's put that into our oxtail. Okay, now we want to put a fair amount of green seasoning. We made this green seasoning before. If you want to see another video about that, let me know in the comments below. Green seasoning. Am I missing anything? Oh yeah, of course I am. We're going to put the celery, tomato, and 2 carrots in with that fell on my foot. We're gonna put all the seasonings right into the bowl because we're gonna actually cook it all at once because it's going to go right into our Instapot or pressure cooker. All right, so let's go ahead and mix this guy up together. Okay, it smells so good. Oh, don't fall there. Come on, why are you doing this to me today? All right. Alright, now we're gonna let this sit in the fridge for 24 hours. And we're back. Alright, we got a comment here. We can show you how to make the green season in another video, but where can you source the ingredients? Simple Caribbean grocery stores, or if you want, you can go to a Chinese grocery store and get cilantro, pimento, and the difference I can show you in another video. But you can get it from a Chinese grocery store. It's just called cilantro. It does have a little bit of a different taste. If you want the authentic, you're gonna have to drive to Scarborough to go to a Caribbean grocery store and get actual bandania. But enough of that, let's get back into this. Okay, so here we go, we've got a pot on here. Let's turn it all the way up to high. And Welcome back again, Rachel. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the support. I really appreciate you. So now we'll get waiting for this pan to heat up. Let's get some. Oh, let's move this tomato that fell earlier as well. First, let's put some oil in this pan. We're gonna burn some brown sugar. That's gonna give us that color that we need for the oxtail to really pop for us. Start with a little bit of a generous amount of oil. I'm using vegetable oil. What that's gonna do is make it easier for the sugar to burn and not stick to the pan. May I get a wooden spoon, please? Don't worry, we're not in a rush here. This is fun times, Richmond High together. So just take our time and let this thing heat up to a nice temperature and also wait for our wooden spoon. Thank you so much. All right, now we're gonna put in our brown sugar. How much brown sugar, you asking? And I'm trying to think about how much brown sugar as well as we're here. In here, I'm gonna say it's about half a cup of brown sugar. Now we're gonna let this caramelize to a nice golden brown color. We don't want it to be too dark because then we're gonna get it to taste bitter. But we don't want it to be too light because then it's gonna taste very, 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 very sweet. Let's talk about subscribing. I'm just joking. Let it simmer. Come on, guys. Enough talking. Let it simmer. Who's excited about this pepper sauce we're gonna make look at the caviar? I know I am. I love doing new things and I love showing it to you as well. Alright, so you can see it here, top down. Let me show you what it looks like. Oh, you can't really tell, huh? Can you pass me that light? Let it simmer, that's right. Let's see, what's the tag in? Hot boy? Alright. Can you see? Okay, now we just see smoke, so this didn't help at all. Alright, back to me. Alright, you couldn't see it like that, but now we're at the perfect caramelized sugar level. Now we're gonna add our oxtail. I wish you guys were here with me. Hog boy, welcome. I wish you guys were here with me because you could smell so good in here. Oxtail now in here. We're gonna let that simmer. We don't add any liquid yet. We want the caramelized sugar to stick to the. I'm smoking in here. Smoke it. I'm joking. We're gonna let the oxtail really simmer so that the caramelized sugar can stick to it, and that's gonna help us get a really wicked consistency in the end after the pressure cooker or Instapot that we're gonna use. Celery is not a normal thing that you would put in these Caribbean dishes, but I'm always thinking of the Iroquois. Celery, carrots, and onions. Those things always give tremendous flavor. Okay, let this thing simmer away. As it's simmering, let's just hang out. And maybe you guys can tell me what you want me to cook next week. And also don't forget you can order these things on the website, chefling.ca, and have 5 to 7 meals delivered to your house weekly at a very reasonable price. Oh boy. You've never had oxtail before? Well, this is the time to take this recipe home and start try it for yourself. Or if you're in Canada, again, order it. Also, make sure that we use the spoon and it flies all over the place. That gives extra flavor to the food, right? I'm just joking. Try your best not to do that. It's just a big mess. Okay, now you can kind of see. Let's go top down here. I'm gonna show you a little bit. All right, let's do a close-up angle. Top down's not doing it for me. I'll need to show you up close here. There you go. So you can kind of see the color of the oxtail change from that pinky red raw color. It's still very raw. Okay, let's pull back. It's still very raw. Don't eat this, okay? It has to go into the pressure cooker. But right now you can see how all that and the caramelized sugar has stuck really nicely to that meat. I think we're about ready to go into the pressure cooker. What do you guys think? You're not even here. So I'm going to put it into the pressure cooker. If you could see the madness going on behind the scenes to just make this happen, you would be laughing. Also, maybe we should show you what that looks like. So we're going to put the oxtail into the pressure cooker, and we're going to make a huge mess doing it, so stay tuned. Please no mess, please no mess, please no mess, please no mess. Here we go. Let's get a close-up of this. Why not? Big mess, big mess, big mess. Alright, so now that we have the oxtail into the Instapot, what we're going to do is add a little bit of water to the pan so we can get all the seasonings and not waste anything. Also, we need to submerge the oxtail in water so that way it does not burn. If you were here last week, now you know why I need the second cushion, because it's crazy behind the scenes here. Okay, we're gonna season this with a little bit more salt. First, let's taste it, I guess. We don't want it to be too salty. We don't want to give anyone high blood pressure, you know what I mean? I thought so. A little bit of salt. And if you're wondering why I can taste it if it's raw, it's not really raw anymore. It's just not going to be edible if you eat this. It'll be very, very chewy. So we're going to put this now, the lid on here, and let it cook away for 45 minutes. This is always fun to put this lid on as well. Come on. I've done it so many times. Why does this always give me trouble? Oh, done. Done, done, done. 45 minutes. We'll see you in 45 minutes. Make sure it's on. We're gonna clean up now. We're gonna start some of the fun stuff. We're gonna make a pepper sauce now with and make it into something that looks like caviar. Oil. Now, we need a Scotch bonnet pepper. Let's quickly cut this up. Chef knife. It's my pleasure. My pleasure to show you how it is. And it's my pleasure, and I'm so glad and thankful that you're here watching. So, we're gonna use a whole Scotch bonnet pepper. It is so hot, my nose is running away from me. Pretty sure I got Scotch bonnet pepper in my nose, so that's gonna bother me for the rest of this episode. That's gonna be fun, right? Alright, so now that we've used the whole Scotch bonnet pepper, I also have one Granny Smith apple. We cut, we skinned. Why does that sound so violent? We cut, we skinned. I don't know, but we cut it, we skinned it, and we took out the core. So here it is. We also did that much earlier, that's why it's a little bit brown now. If you don't put it in water, it starts to turn brown. Alright, so go ahead, let's add the Scotch bonnet right to this pot. Are you ready to sneeze? I am. The longer you cook this thing for, the hotter it's gonna get. So now, Granny Smith apple, hopefully, a little bit of the acidity of the Granny Smith apple. And a little bit of the sweetness. I'm hoping to cut some of that spice. And then we're gonna add a little bit of brown sugar and a touch of water. Now we're gonna cook until this Granny Smith apple is nice and tender. Alright, so tell me, what did you guys do last weekend, this weekend, and the weekend coming up? Anything fun that I should be going to? I'm just chilling too, man. Cooking and chilling. Chilling and cooking. It's kind of my thing. You know what's been really good too? Let's add 2 pieces of basil from the plot. 1, 2. You're trying to make the char siu? My goodness. I'm so glad that you were here for the last that episode. That was a fun one. We're almost ready. I'm gonna add a little bit more water. Let me simmer away here. And people are asking me, hey, Ling, why didn't you wash those pieces of basil? Well, because it's my basil. and there's no pesticides added, just homegrown goodness. All right, so let's keep letting this simmer. We're gonna get ready to give it a quick blend in our blender, and then we're going to make some caviar balls that's gonna blow your mind. All right, we're good. We're tender enough to go. Now, what we're gonna do is add this to this. And what I'm gonna ask is if we can get a close-up of this. Thank you very much, and we're back to here. We're doing this, we're doing that. Let's grind this guy up. And let's hold down the lid because we don't want it to splatter up on us. My plan is to actually add a little bit of water as well. That's going to help it emulsify a little better. All right, we're done. So what we're gonna do now is put it through a sifter. This will be a cool close-up shot too. All right, so let's gonna pour this in here. Now, what we're gonna do is add some agar powder. What that's gonna do is make this almost into like a gelatiny substance. That's how we're gonna make our caviar, wannabe caviar balls, okay? So we're gonna add in about 2 tablespoons of agar powder. And as we add it, we're gonna mix. I don't know, what are you gonna call this? Squeeze bottle? That's right, wow, that's really good of me today. And pour it right in. You don't want it to solidify on you. This is kind of where the chef magic comes in. If you've been watching from the beginning, I can't wait to show you this. I love doing this stuff. It's really fun. We have some olive oil here, and I'll show you what that does in a second. Come, get a close-up of this. Okay, ready? Now, did you see what that looked like? I'm kind of just going to show you again. All right, now let's get our oxtail. It's 45 minutes, it's been done. It's been done for a while, I'm not gonna lie. So what we're gonna do is season that bad boy up, get it on a plate with some white rice, and we're gonna be enjoying ourselves. I'm gonna flu up the sauce as well, the oxtail gravy that everybody knows and loves. So stay tuned for that, it's gonna be fun. Flu is my new word. Okay, we're ready to go. This is the oxtail that we've been cooking for 45 minutes. A saucepan would be better, but I'm using this so I can show you more volume of what I'm doing. Okay, so at this point you can add flour with a sifter and sift and whip. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? Instead today we're just gonna use a little bit of cornstarch. Not something I normally use, but I'm happy to do it today. It's easier and more home friendly. Look at the color of this guy. I want to show you at home. Oh wow, that's just black. It's not black, it's a dark brown with that caramelized sugar. You can tell it's soaked right into the bone of this oxtail, and I cannot wait to eat it. And I cannot wait for you to order it at home. Check it out close. See, you can actually tell it's more of a red brown than a dark. The lighting on the top down is not doing this one justice, so I'm glad that we were able to show you a close-up this time. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of cornstarch. It's hot enough now, ready to go. Let me just make sure, because you don't want to add the cornstarch when it's too cold, because you're gonna get a mess. good too. Alright, let's add that cornstarch in there now. And that's gonna lighten up the color to a lighter brown as well. You don't want to add too much because it's gonna get very thick and very uncomfortable. You're not gonna love it. I'm not gonna let you do that at home. That's why you're watching it here with me. In the meanwhile, what we can do is season to taste. What that means is that we can add a little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar. If you overburnt the sugar, you're gonna think it's a little bit bitter, so you're gonna add a little bit of sugar, sweetness back to it. If it is too sweet, you can add a Scotch bonnet pepper. That's the only way you're gonna get rid of the sweetness, but you don't want to add Scotch bonnet pepper if you don't have to, because the killer balls that we caviar balls that we just made is gonna be hot enough. Look at the thickness, it's coming up. It's starting to thicken up nicely here. Just gonna add a little bit of garlic powder, onion powder. Thank you, Sue. And a little bit of salt. If I can find it, here it is. And we got the rice going as well? Yeah. And the corn? Yeah. Perfect. Coconut milk is another great way to hide some. I mean, cooking is so fun because there's lots of stuff where you can do to change the flavor and texture of it, of things that you're cooking if you mess something up. If you're baking now, however, it's one and done. I can bake some stuff now. I've been practicing, but not my number one thing to do. It says chef, not baker, you know. But yeah, definitely coconut milk will get rid of some of the burnt sugar taste, and also coconut milk and sugar. Adding those two things really help. Thanks for that comment, and thanks for letting everybody else know at home that coconut milk is a very good additive to get rid of some burnt taste. All right, check this out. Look at this oxtail. Look at it. This is the consistency I want for my oxtail gravy. Let me go in with a new spoon. The biggest one I could find. Perfect. Wicked. Fantastic. That is exactly what I'm looking for. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. Let's plate. First things first. What we're gonna do is take a little bit of this oxtail gravy that's inside here. And pour it right into this jar. And if you're asking, what is this jar at home, guys? It is actually a jar that you can use nitrous to make anything into a whipped sauce. So we're just gonna wipe off the extra here. And we're gonna add a little bit of cream. Okay, that looks good. And then we're gonna give it a cover. I promised you flu-flu or flu-flu. I don't remember what I called it in the beginning. I promised you that, so I'm giving you that. I'm gonna take this thing off on this side. 1 cartridge of nitrous. If you want, you can get some laughing gas going as well, right? Ha, I'm joking. All right, nice. Time for the fun part, plating. Let me just move things around so I can be more comfortable. Are you ready for the fun? I know I am. Ready? Let's go. Let's get close up here for the fun part. Hopefully I don't make a big mess at the same time. Don't go. I need you. Look at this sauce, guys. I don't want to scoop into it yet. I'm gonna wait. Let's put some steamed white rice on this guy. Oh, this thing? Amazon. You can buy this on Amazon. And you can buy the nitrous as well on Amazon. But don't use it for laughing gas, okay? Use it for cooking, only cooking. You can actually make really, really sick whipped cream with it. And if you want to see that, I can show you another day. Knife, corn. What I'm doing is cutting it really close to the husk so I can keep it together. So you can see it like that. Okay, let's do a close-up here of the plating. I'm almost done. I want to show you. Beautiful pieces of oxtail. Look at the color difference from what we have here. And the sauce we just foamed out. Now check this out, a little bit of prettiness. Take a spoon and you can...
What makes it so pretty, in my opinion, is the color dimension. And you always need that touch of green.
I had a tremendously good time with cooking with you guys here today. I hope to see you next week. Let us know what you want us to cook in the comments below. I can't wait to eat this. Fork, knife, let's eat. Look at how this, it's not even, you don't even have to cut it. It just falls right off the bone. Ready? I am. Enjoy, guys. Let me know what it tastes like at home. Remember, you can order this. I deliver every Thursday, okay? Thank you very much for watching. Oh. No, this needs to be nominated for the best dish that we've ever made here on this cooking show. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Peace. Encore! I saw another comment. I want to say hello. How are you doing? Who's it again? She cooks and roasts. Welcome to the stream. We stream every Tuesday. I'll see you next week. Now I'm leaving for sure, okay? Don't miss me too much until next week. Bye.